Hi everyone, my name is Corwin, this is Adam, and you're watching an Answers video from HandbasketGaming. We're going to continue on down. Obviously, if you just watched the last Answers video, you can tell that there's been months between our last recording and this recording, because we're wearing, obviously, the same clothes that we had washed and have just freshly put on.
We asked you what our favorite Nickelodeon shows are. I was a huge fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and honestly, still am a huge fan of Are You Afraid of the Dark.
Have you recently rewatched it?
Yes, it's amazing.
All right.
Except
my answer,
the late seasons get a little bit shaky, and there's some odd feelings because Eliza Cuthbert is on there, but it's, like, when I was first watching the show, she was age appropriate for me to be attracted to, and I am still attracted to her today, but watching young her as old me, and it's weird.
Angry Beavers is my answer. Show's awesome.
We asked you what our favorite game shows are. I am a big fan of Jeopardy!
I'm going with Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Watch out for those temple guards. We asked what our favorite childhood outdoor game was. I love squirt gun fights.
My answer is Manhunt. Now, I'm going to explain that in a very basic way. It's a large group versus large group of hide-and-go-seek tag, where one group goes out and hides in a 2 to 3 block radius, and the other group goes out and hunts them and tags them and catches them. Meanwhile, the other group tries to get to base without being caught.
It makes me kind of sad that that game could never happen again in our current society. Because
I don't know. Well,
not today.
Well, I don't. Maybe we'll discuss that at a future point.
If I had kids, they're not going 2 blocks from home unattended. Like, nah. Well, Short of like getting them chipped with GPS or something.
How old do you think I was? I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah. Have you seen how scary the world is right now, man?
Well,
I'm saying that we come from a simpler time, and that was a thing that could happen then. And I don't know. Maybe I'm jaded. Anyway,
he's gonna be one scary dad, guys. All right.
We asked or you're gonna be the scary dad because your kid's gonna get,
My kid's gonna wear the
you
necklace
don't have
of
a
teeth
particular
from
set of
victims.
skills. We asked what our first computer game was. Mine was one called CD Man, which was a Pac-Man knockoff.
I had a Prince of Persia. It was a DOS game that I literally had to type in the name, and it popped up. It was 60 minutes to win or lose the game, and it was the hardest thing in the world. I don't think I ever got past the 2nd level.
Oh, really? I beat Prince of Persia.
I never did. I was really little, though. I barely knew what buttons were.
Ah, okay.
I learned how to spell Monopoly, though. That's unrelated.
We asked how old we were when we got our first personal, our own computers. I believe I was 14.
I was definitely 13. I was in 7th grade when I got it, but my favorite memory of that computer was when I first set it up, I didn't have a monitor with it, but we had a few old monitors laying around the house, like big boxy old monitors. The first one I connected that actually worked to it was great. I started playing Diablo 2 for 15 minutes before the screen went black, and there was smoke coming out of the top of that monitor because the monitor just could not handle Diablo 2. So, I'll never forget that computer.
We asked what our first console game was. Mine was Kaboom on the Atari 2600, I believe.
This is the first one that I played, not one that I owned, but that I can remember anyway, was Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Game's amazing. And I know I played other games before it, I just can't remember what they were.
We asked you guys what strange physical attribute we both have. We have really large heads.
We do.
They are big around.
Heads, if they were cut off of our tops and then chained together,
do not fit us.
Would make a crazy
bola. Yeah.
Big head weapon.
Bolo is the tie. Bola is the... Anyway, grape shot. Yep. No, not grape shot. Bola.
Our heads would be
chain
grapes.
shot.
We would be chain shot. Our heads would make great
We'd
weapons.
be chain chomps.
Yep.
We asked who of us has the smallest hands. Corwin has smaller hands than me.
Definitely do. Those Burger King commercials where the guy's got the little hands with his dad, those speak to me a little bit because my hands are so...
shout out to Fiber Optic for guessing that one, all right?
Yeah, thanks, Fiber Optic.
We asked what game we played at our first LAN party. I played Counter-Strike. Corwin played...
All right, I'm gonna say it ended up being World of Warcraft, and I was very upset with this because I didn't have World of Warcraft at the time. The first 35 to 45 minutes of that LAN party was me and my buddy playing Half-Life 2 together, and then everyone else showed up, and everyone else was playing WoW, and I didn't have WoW, so I just watched everyone else play WoW because my friends are terrible people.
We asked what our biggest financial mistake was. I loaned a girl $40 to get her off my back because she was constantly, like, I was dating this girl at the time, and she was constantly
It costs
demanding this other girl, like the friend of the girlfriend, was constantly like hitting her up for rides places and like places we weren't even going. And like I had limited time visiting her because she was out of town. And like most of the time I was up there, we were driving this other girl around, and it was just driving me up a damn wall. And to get her off my back for a weekend, she's just like, I'm $40 short. I'm going to go to Cedar Point with my boyfriend. And I'm just like, here, you can borrow $40. Never paid me back. Never even tried to pay me back. I've seen her, I saw her multiple times after that. Never mentioned it. So yeah, don't loan money to untrustworthy people. But at the same time, it might have been worth $40 to get her off my back. Maybe not at the time, because I was very poor at the time. Anyway, Corwin?
So I bought a motorcycle at the age of 19. I was excited. I was like, I'm going to make this decision at a young age. And I literally told myself, you're young and stupid. You can make bad decisions. It was a bad decision. I had a lot of fun riding. I've got some great stories, but I was consistently broke despite the fact I was working throughout my first few years as a 20-year-old paying off that damn motorcycle.
We asked what the best alarm clock tone thing we have. Mine is the boat ride song from Willy Wonka. It is my current one, and it is my favorite one that I have ever had.
How does that one go?
There's no knowing where we're rowing.
That's all. Mine for a long time. It's not the same anymore, but for a long time, my phone would wake me up with
and you would think you would learn the lyrics in that amount of time, but nope.
Well, dude, I was like asleep when I hear this alarm. I just smack my phone, but
sure.
I feel like a young lion being held up to the sun at 3 a.m. when it's waking me up.
We asked you guys which one of our dads made a homemade bounce house. That was my dad. We had an empty waterbed mattress, which, is just a big balloon of rigid plastic, and he filled that most of the way with air, and then we jumped around on it. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. We asked you guys whose dad is a published author.
My dad had written several parts to a textbook that went out for programming back in like 1999, 2000 era.
We asked you guys what is our favorite dad joke. Mine was, hey Dad, can you make me a sandwich? Poof, you're a sandwich.
Mine isn't one I heard from a dad, but it's qualified as a dad joke, and I love it. And it's, hey, did you hear about that scarecrow that got promotion? He's outstanding in his field.
Oh, I hate you.
Yep.
How many kids do we want to have is a question we asked you. We each want to have 2 kids.
Yep.
2 kids each. Not 2 kids total between us. We're not having children together.
I mean, I'll probably just end up having 1 kid and be like, all right, I've got enough. But if I have a second one, that's cool.
Yeah, and junior technology doesn't exist yet, so neither of us is going to be getting pregnant by the other one. What?
Or are we?
Maybe. You guys just stay tuned.
We'll find out.
We asked whose dad does stand-up comedy.
My dad is currently a active stand-up. He performs around the northern Indiana and Chicago areas where he does shows.
I can actively stand up, so that's something. We asked whose dad is a database programmer. That would be my dad. We asked what our favorite animated show is. Currently, mine is Steven Universe. I love that show. It's great.
Currently, I'm answering that question with Rick and Morty.
We asked when we got our first tattoos. We both at 18 got our tattoos. In the video where we asked this question, was I wearing Doctor Who underwear? And I was, in fact, wearing Doctor Who underwear.
He's always wearing Doctor Who underwear.
No, I know.
His dick is a TARDIS.
Well, it is bigger on the inside.
Yep.
If you like our stuff, subscribe to the channel and keep answering the questions, and we'll keep giving you correct answers and asking other questions and whatnot. And hopefully we might catch up.
Yeah, someday.
One of these years. Bye, everybody.
Farewell.